this feels so good. Of course I'm not going to get rid of those. They stay. Oh, oh no. Lie down then. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess and this channel is for all things books. So I recently did a full TBR tour, looking through my cart and just going through all the books that I have that I haven't read yet. And it kind of opened my eyes to the fact that there's lots of books on that cart that I just don't think I'm ever going to read. It's like 50 something books long, and I just think the pressure of having that many books waiting for me to read just puts me off wanting to read them. And there's so many that I've bought the second in the series but I've not enjoyed the first, so I'm never actually going to read it. And I just think I've been so influenced by BookTok and Bookstagram and stuff like that that I've bought books knowing I don't actually want to read them. So the time has come to get rid of some books. I am going to unhaul all of the books that I look at and just think, no, I'm never going to read you. And I'm also going to get rid of some of my books that I've read that I either didn't really enjoy or will know that I'll never read again. So I'm going to get rid of some of those as well. So that is today's video. It's going to be a bit brutal because there's probably some on there that you will love and think, no, don't get rid of that. But I just think personally I would like to have a TBR that's like 20 books long that are all books that I look at and go, yeah, I'm excited to read you, I can't wait to read you. So that's the plan. I'm going to kind of get rid of some and explain why as I go through. Let's get started. Okay, let's bring in the cart. I'm going to start with this side. This was one that I kind of, during my full tour, there were quite a few that I picked up and I just thought, no, never going to read you. So let's start with this. Good Girl Complex. I have read this already. I've just removed it from my shelf because I know I'm going to get rid of it. I enjoyed this. I think I rated it 3, maybe 4 stars, but it's not one that I'm ever going to read again. It's not one that I loved, and I can't even remember the story, to be fair. It was one of the first ones that I bought when I first started kind of getting back into reading and Bookstagram and BookTok and stuff. And yeah, it's just not for me. So on that note, Bad Girl Reputation is the second one in this kind of world. And my friend has just finished this and rated it, I think 2 or 3 stars. That is enough for me to not want to read it. I didn't enjoy this one. I bought this because it's Al Kennedy and I thought I would read it, but the thought of actually getting to it is just like, it's only a short book. I could probably binge it in a week, but I don't want to waste my time. I could read 300 pages of a much better book rather than this one. So those are the first 2 that I'm getting rid of. Next up then, I have American Roommate Experiment off the cart and The Spanish Love Deception off my shelf. I read Spanish Love Deception as part of a book group, which is why it's all tabbed. I didn't really enjoy this. It was good, but I didn't get the hype about it. So for me, it's just not something that I'm ever going to read again, for one. And I didn't love it. I wasn't like obsessed with the world. I wasn't obsessed with the characters. I wasn't obsessed with the story. So it was good, but not good enough that I want to keep the book to like remember, if that makes sense. And then American Roommate Experiment, again, I didn't enjoy the first, so I don't know why I would think that I would enjoy the second. Does that make sense? Like, it's not one that I'm jumping for joy to read. I only paid like £4 for it from Tesco's, I think it was, so it's not like I paid full price. I just don't want to read it. I just don't feel the need to want to read this book, so I'm just going to get rid of it. On the same route as that, Love on the Brain. Love Hypothesis I read last year. This was one of the first ones that I read when I first started reading again last year. And I liked it, but that's about it. I think all of these books were the first ones that I picked up when I started reading again because of BookTok and because everyone was kind of raving about them. And now that I've read a lot of books since then, I think I know what I like more, which is an odd way to think about it, but I would never read this again. I just think this was too predictable. It was too weird. The characters, I just didn't enjoy it. Thinking about it, when I first read it, I think I really enjoyed it at the time, That's because I hadn't read all of the books that I've read since. I hope that makes sense. And so Love on the Brain, it's the same sort of thing. If I didn't really love this, I don't think I'm going to love this. And I don't want to waste my time reading something just for the sake of it. So I'd rather just get rid of it and get it off my cart, and then I haven't got to worry about it. So those are the first stack that I'm going to get rid of. And these are all mainly for the same reason. I didn't enjoy the first, so I'm not going to enjoy the second. I'm just going to leave it. And then on the cart I have Gracie Met the Grump. I've seen good things, so I do want to keep this one. More Than Words. I loved Archer's voice, and I did enjoy Most of All You. So I'm going to give that one a go. I'll see if in 6 months it's still unread, then I'll get rid of it then. Every Summer After, I've seen very, very good things about that, so I do want to read that one. Something Wilder, again, I've seen good things about that. Thousand Boy Kisses, seen good things about that. Set on You. I'm not sure if I want to read this. I'm going to keep it for now. Let me know in the comments if you've read this and enjoyed it, because if you haven't, I'm just going to get rid of it. Where the Crawdads Sing. I've had this for 10 months and I've never read it. I'm going to get rid of it. I have 2 copies, which is just stupid, but I have 2 copies. I'm never going to read it, so I'm going to get rid of both of those. All of those I'm going to want to read, so that's fine. And on this side, most of these I'm going to keep. I want to read all of these, other than Once Upon a Broken Heart. So I started reading Caraval last week, I think it was. Didn't enjoy it, so now I'm kind of like, well, I'm just going to get rid of this and Ballad of Never After, because if I didn't enjoy Caraval, I'm not going to enjoy these. Does that make sense? I'm not sure, because I think this is in the same world, but it's not the same character, so I might be okay just reading this, and it might be different to Caraval. So I'll keep it for now, but let me know in the comments if I need to read Caraval to read this, and if I do, then I'm just going to get rid of it. Ninth House, Red Queen, Bridge Kingdom, Shadow Between Us, King of Battle and Blood, I Fell in Love with Hope, Priest from Blood and Ash, Culty. I am currently reading this at the moment, so I need to take that out. I'm listening to it on audiobook. Ghosted, and then Promises and Pomegranates. I'm going to read all of those. So on the bottom shelf then, I've got quite a few that I think I'm going to be getting rid of. Starting with Bunny. This is on Kindle Unlimited, so if I want to read it, I can. I've seen loads of people talking about this and not enjoy it. It's a head fuck. I really don't want to. I saw it in Waterstones. I was like, oh, I'm going to buy it because it's here. I'm never going to read this. I just know I'm never going to want to read this. Never going to be in the mood to read this. So I'm just going to get rid of it. Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. I don't know. It was like £2 from the works. Am I ever going to read it? Probably not. The Stand-In. Again, this was one that I saw in Waterstones. It does have a good flop. This was one I saw in Waterstones, and I don't know why I bought it. I know it's not going to be my kind of thing. It's I think too cheesy and too rom-com-y movie type thing. Megan Nolan, Acts of Desperation. I don't know why I bought this. I'm going to get rid of it because I have had it for about 10 months. Never read it. Never once thought, oh, I'm going to read that. I'm just going to get rid of it. The Soulmate Equation. I feel like this is very, very similar to Love Hypothesis and Love on the Brain. And it just doesn't interest me. I'm going to get rid of it. Caraval series. I started this, didn't enjoy it, so I'm going to get rid of it because I have too many books in my life that I want to read to hold on to 3 that I'm never ever actually going to read. They're going. I'm getting rid. Oh, this feels so good. Legendborn and Bloodmarked. I DNF'd Legendborn about 100 pages in-ish, so I'm never going to read Bloodmarked. I'm getting rid of both. Sebastian Falk's Birdsong. If I get rid of this, my fiance will be mad at me, so I'm going to keep it. I'm never going to read it, but he doesn't need to know that. Okay, that is off the cart. So those are all books I haven't read that I'm getting rid of because I just don't think I ever will. Now let's go on to my shelves. So on my shelves, these are all books that I've read. I tried to keep them all here just so I can like look at the ones that I have read. But there are some here that I'm never going to read again, didn't really enjoy, so I'm just going to get rid of them. Let's start with this cubby hole here. So Maggie Moves On and The Cheat Sheet. I did enjoy these. They were just quick flirty reads. They were okay. I'm going to keep them. Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. I really enjoyed this, so I'm going to keep that. And I'm never, ever, ever getting rid of my baby, so don't even think about it. It Happened One Summer, Hook, Line and Sinker. I really enjoyed those. I do still need to read this. I DNF'd about 100 pages in last summer when I was in a bit of a reading funk, so I just need to finish that. I've got the audiobook, so I'm probably going to do that. Most of All You, Archer's Voice and My Killer Vacation. I really enjoyed those, so I'm going to keep them. Unhoneymooners, I really enjoyed that. And then the Dreamland Billionaires series. Of course, I'm not going to get rid of those. They stay. Then I have Dreamland Billionaires series, the old covers with the broken spines, so I can't really get rid of those. I'm going to keep them just because I liked them. Then I have some random, I've got Throttled, I really need to buy the rest of the series. Merry Little Meet Cute, didn't really enjoy that, I'm going to get rid of that one. Things We Never Got Over, this is the Amazon version, so I'm going to keep that just because I like the cover. Oh, oh no. Lie down then. Okay. This isn't gonna work. And then the rest on here, I have I Heart New York. I loved this book. This was one of the first books I read when I was like 14, 15 maybe, and I really, really enjoyed it. My friend bought this for me as like a little present, so I'm not going to get rid of that one. And Ron Johnson, The Psychopath Test. This was really interesting. I'm never going to read it again, so I'm going to get rid of that one. And Flock, I'm not getting rid of this baby. And then the rest of those I'm going to keep as well. Touch of Darkness, the first three. And then Final Gambit, Hawthorne Legacy. I gave my little sister the copy of Inheritance Games that I had, so I just need to buy that again. And then Unravel Me and Ignite Me, again, I gave my other little sister my copy of Shatter Me, so I just need to buy those again, but I'm not going to get rid of those. These Hollow Vows, I really enjoyed that. It just wasn't what I was expecting. I'm probably never going to read it again, but I liked it enough to want to keep it on my shelf. And then I have Den of Vipers behind here. I read this on Kindle and I don't know what the fuck happened in this book. It was so long unnecessarily. It was just weird. I'm gonna keep it because I love the cover and it was nice, but I probably will get rid of it one day. It's just an odd book. Then I have the Twisted Love series, King of Wrath, and then I've got Things We Never Got Over and Things We Hide from the Light. I love these. These are my favourite books ever. I'm currently reading this one. I'm obsessed. I have Guild, Glint, Gleam and Glow, and then I've got the paperbacks for all of them behind there as well. I'm not getting rid of those. They are my babies. And moving on to here then, I have Kingdom of the Cursed, Kingdom of the Feared, and a special edition Kingdom of the Feared. I'm not going to get rid of those. And then I've also got the paperbacks behind here as well for those. I also have Crescent City 1 paperback behind here. And then I've got the hardback for both 1 and 2. Not getting rid of those. These are all paperbacks that I've read. The Deal, I'm not getting rid of that. Things I Wanted to Say, I'm not getting rid of that. Twisted Lies, Complicated You, not getting rid of those. Darling Venom and 5 Survive, not getting rid of those either. Icebreaker, I've got the Amazon version and then the W.H. Smith version, so I'm not getting rid of those. And the Good Girls Guide to Murder trilogy, not getting rid of those. Then I've got A Court of Thorns and Roses, the entire series. I've got the first 3 in the original covers and then all 5 in the kind of normal covers. This is my hardback cubby then. I might get rid of a couple from here just because there's a few that I've picked up and I just don't think I'm ever going to read. There's a couple that I've picked up, so like a Babel, I just don't know if it's for me, and I just think like it's a lot of pressure to have the book here when I don't know if it's for me. Like I just don't think the book's for me. I did start it a few weeks ago and I don't know, it just doesn't seem like a book I'm going to enjoy. Majesty's Royal Coven, I bought that recently. I do have the audiobook for this as well available, so I'm going to give this one a go. It Starts With Us and Verity, I read those, so I'm not getting rid of those. Court of Silver Flames, I'm not getting rid of that. This is my baby. Foul Lady Fortune, I do really, really want to read this one. I think Babel's the only one that I'm kind of like umming and ahhing about. Let me know in the comments if I think I should read this or should hold on to it. Let me know. I bought this probably 3 years ago when I was like trying to get back into reading. I don't think I'm ever going to finish it. I think I got 200 pages in. I don't think I'm ever going to finish that, so I am going to get rid of that one. Atlas 6 and the Atlas Paradox. I've read the first, I need to read the second. Ballad of Never After. Again, if I need to read Caraval to be able to read this, then I will get rid of it. Let me know in the comments if I need to, but I love this cover. My Dark Vanessa. I got that far in before I got creeped out. Didn't really enjoy it. Never going to finish it, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Daisy Darker, I do want to read that one. The Maid, I do want to read that one. And then I've got I'm Glad My Mum Died and the Tom Felton Beyond the Wand biography. So I do want to read those as well. I'll finish off my hardbacks. I've got the Comfort book. Never going to read it. I'm going to get rid of it. You Made a Fall of Death with Your Beauty. I'm really interested in this one, and I do have the audiobook, so I'm going to keep that one. And This Woven Kingdom. I've seen very good things. I want to buy the second one, so I do want to keep this one as well. So that's all my hardbacks that I'm going to keep. I have a couple of books on the other side, so I'm just going to grab those because I think I am going to get rid of those. Okay, so to finish off, I'm going to get rid of Confess by Colleen Hoover. Recently read this, it was okay, not worth me keeping. Dating Dr. Dill, I DNF'd this, wasn't for me, not my cup of tea. It was okay. I think I read 3/4 of it before, or maybe half before I gave up. I'm just never going to read it. Lastly, Misfit. I didn't enjoy this. I wanted to, I really did, because it's Al Kennedy, but it just didn't hit the mark for me. I was really disappointed by it. I'm never going to read it again. I probably won't buy the rest in the series, so I'm just going to get rid of it now. So that is half of the pile. I cannot pick up all of them. This is half of the books that I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to be putting them up on my Vinted. By the time this video goes out, they will have been up on my Vinted already. But I am getting rid of all of these. Don't come for me. If you think I've made a mistake, let me know in the comments which books you think I've made a mistake on. If I can get them on Kindle Unlimited, maybe I'll read them. But for right now, I don't want the pressure that all these books gives me. I want to have a TBR of books that I want to read, and doing this gives me that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed my unhauling. If you have any suggestions for books that you think I should read, let me know in the comments. I am always up for suggestions. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week in a new video.